and they'll forget everything about me. That, Pat, is blackmail, pure and simple.
What is it with you, Richard? Why do you feel so threatened by all of this? Is it your pride? I'll tell you something. I think you better ask yourself a couple of questions before you ruin your life as well as Becky's.
She thinks Mario and Karen are just good friends.
I think you've misjudged the situation.
You mean because you don't want to hear me talk about Karen like this? Oh, look, Larry, I'm sorry. I didn't realize it'd be quite so hard for you to accept this. Look, please forgive me, but every time I see you looking at her, I realize that she's playing on your sympathies. And if you were tempted to take her back, I just don't want to see you hurt anymore. I don't want to see you going through all of that agony again.
I just don't want to hear any more of this, Faith. You couldn't be more wrong. I'll see you later.
Dear Larry, I'm sitting here alone. I can't tell you how very much alone. In just a few hours, everything has shattered. There's no longer any future for me. And I have only now learned how little meaning the past ever had. I can never go back to Ivan. You want no part of me.
Richard, I want you to be completely honest with yourself. Now, I know you take great pride in being a good investigative reporter, and yet you have made some accusations that you cannot possibly back up.
I haven't given up on finding the facts.
Oh, that's good. You haven't given up. Well, Richard, couldn't you have found the facts before you made the accusations?
Look, I know I do some things impulsively, and I admit that that's wrong.
Can you also admit that there is room for a compromise?
That depends on what kind.
All right, all right. I also think that you should ask yourself if maybe the reason you're not ending all of this is because you don't want Becky to have a career.
Oh, Larry. I never dreamed it would end this way. But it has. And there is nothing.
Sure thing, babe. Take care.
Okay, hon. Bye-bye. Hi. Where you going?
I was going to pick you up.
Oh, well, here I am. Save the trip.
Well, I think I'll take a walk. I want to get some air.
It's kind of late. Why don't you go inside and talk to me?
What?
I don't know. Whatever's on your mind. You got something on your mind, don't you?
Sometimes you're too smart for your own good.
Talking is more therapeutic than walking. Let's go.
After you, Dr. Brothers.
Guess what?
What?
I'm beginning to like health food.
Oh, my.
So much for my life. Did you have a rough day?
It's putting it mildly.
How's Ms. Kipling?
Oh, we had a run-in.
What a surprise.
This one was a little bit more serious than the rest of them.
Could give her a scorpion for her birthday. I'm sorry. I guess now's not the time to make jokes.
Yeah. It was pretty messy, and it was very personal, and it brought back a lot of very bad memories.
Do you feel
She ran
guilty?
off. I don't know when she's coming back.
Do you feel guilty?
No. I mean, I guess not.
You had me worried there for a minute.
What I am is tired. I think I'm going to go to bed. I am beat.
Sounds like a good idea. I'm kind of bushed myself.
Oh, how's Moose?
Oh, he's fine. He doesn't want to be called that anymore, though.
Oh, how come?
I don't know. He just wants to be called by his real name.
Which is?
Howard.
Howard. Howard Moose?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. When you got out of the car, I heard you call him Moose.
Nobody's perfect.
Was Karen one of them, Ivan? Is that how she knew? Answer me, Ivan. Did you pay Karen Wallach to undress for you? Of course you did. There's no other way she could have known. You disgust me.
more minutes. What?
Well, there's something I wanted to talk to you about.
Oh, can't you talk to me while I'm doing this?
I can concentrate on talking or on watching you work out, but not on both.
Okay. What's on your mind?
Well, tomorrow is my birthday.
It is. Well, congratulations. Mwah. What do you want for your birthday?
Look, Mick, I'm not fishing for presents.
Oh, what else are birthdays for?
They're for celebrating, and that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I'd like to have you and Sam come over to the house and have dinner with me.
Oh, well, I'd love to. And I'm sure Sam would, too. Who's going to come?
Well, this isn't a big party, Mick. It's just going to be you and me and Sam.
Oh, okay. Well, are you sure you want to have it there?
Why not?
I mean, aren't things a little gloomy over there these days since the Buchanan served Richard with a summons?
Well, maybe a little, but Becky okayed the party, and she and Richard are going to be there.
No. You sure you don't want to have it at our place?
Mick, that's very sweet of you, but Sam works so hard already. I wouldn't want her to have to cook, too.
Oh.
And, well, besides, you haven't tried my fried chicken yet. So it'll just be my treat.
You talk me into it. What time?
Well, Mick, you haven't asked Sam yet.
Oh, come on, it's anything for 1 minute. Sam's going to turn you down on your birthday?
Guys, hello. I'd like to introduce you to Hal Somerville from the Banner. He's doing an article on our club.
Tina and I have already met. How are you, Tina?
Fine, thanks. How are you?
And this is
Hi.
a friend of mine, Mick Gordon.
Hi.
Oh,
Nice
Miss
to meet
Gordon.
you.
Yeah, I've heard about you. Some tough break you had.
Yeah, well, I'm up and at 'em again.
Yeah. Okay, how about the pool area?
Oh, Tina, how would you like to take over?
And wait a minute, the article's going to be about you too, Sam. Now, come on.
Oh, well, okay.
Sam?
Yeah,
When you get a minute, I'd like to talk to you, okay?
okay, I won't be long.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Well, isn't he Mr. Suave?
I don't know. I thought he was kind of nice. Besides, I already met him. He was helping Richard out with some assignment.
I am so glad that I caught you before we went off to the studio this morning. Oh, no, it's okay. I don't have to be at the studio for another 20 minutes. Come on, give me your coat and all that. All right, stay a while.
There you go.
Come in, sit down. Okay. So, what can I do for you?
Well, for starters, you can tell me what you did to my husband last night.
Why?
Well, he was up half of the night, and every time I tried to get anything out of him, he just waved me off and said, "Not now, I'm thinking," and... What? What's so funny?
Your husband, of course. He's very funny and utterly charming.
Well, he's also stubborn as a mule.
Ah, yeah, that's true. But, maybe if he was up all night thinking, that's kind of wearing off.
He gave him the devil,
Kind of.
and he stood still for it.
Well, I'll tell you, there were a couple of moments there when he looked like he was just going to fly off the handle, but it never happened.
That's that pride of his. I mean, he just can't ever admit that he's wrong about stuff, He's worse than anybody else in the world about that.
Oh, yeah? If you felt that way, you never would have fallen in love with him.
I guess not. Well, do you think that you got through to him?
I don't know. I certainly hope so. Oh, here we go. My early morning call. Dorian harassing me.
Oh, Lord, does that woman ever give up?
I don't think so. Hello.
Good morning, Pat. It's Bo.
Bo, good morning. What a pleasant surprise.
Well, I'm calling you to see if you're going to be free today about 12:30.
Today?
Yep. Yeah, I made reservations down at the press box, and I'm going to be mighty disappointed if you don't join me down there.
Bo, I have a business date.
Well, can you break it, please? I really need the pleasure of your company.
I'm very flattered.
We'll even talk some more about that Richard Abbott situation. I'm still hoping that you're going to help me out on that.
Uh-huh. Okay, Bo. I will switch appointments, and I'll be delighted to have lunch with you.
Good deal. Press box, 12:30.
Okay. Bye-bye. Well, what's the matter? I don't know. I think maybe I just did something dumb. I think I just set myself up as mediator between the Buchanans and Richard.
You're afraid you might get caught in the crossfire.
Yeah? You know, I could end up with both sides hating me.
Well, I won't hate you. We need your help.
Well, you know something, I guess I'm in this no matter what, so I just might as well make the best of it, huh?
Faith, you in?
Good morning.
Good morning, Larry.
Faith not here yet?
No, she's not.
What's the matter?
Well, she's always the first one here in the morning, right?
Maybe she overslept.
Larry, somebody's been here.
What are you talking about?
I just came in a minute ago, and the medical supply cabinet was open, just like that.
Huh. Well, maybe she just forgot to close it up when she left.
I was the last one out of here last night, and I'm positive I locked that cabinet.
Better see if anything's missing.
Well, you've seen the whole shooting match. Do you have any more questions?
No, I can't think of any more offhand.
Okay. Feel free to wander around if you want to, for as long as you want. And if you do have any more questions, you can find me in my office, okay?
Okay, great. Sam, I'll stop by before I leave, okay?
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, good.
Listen, why don't you help yourself to some juice? It's on the house. Right, Mary?
Okay, I think I will. Thanks
Okay.
a lot.
What are you doing?
Hi.
Hi. So, how'd you like the place?
Well, I think it's a great setup.
Did Sam talk you into joining?
Well, yeah, she didn't have to try very hard.
I see.
What? Hey, listen, Tina, I happen to think Sam is a very nice-looking young lady, and, I mean, why should I keep that a secret?
Well, no reason to. Well, of course, you're not the only one who thinks so.
Well, who else does?
Well, the guy she's living with, for one.
That's my luck. Who's the guy?
Mick Gordon.
She's living with Mick Gordon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. But no, wait a minute. Wasn't she in the plane crash with him?
That's right. You know, he has made such incredible progress since then. You know, I bet he'll be back on the top by next year.
No, wait a minute. How long have they been living together?
Oh, a few months or so.
You think there's any chance of them getting married or anything?
I doubt it.
Well, how come?
Well, they're both trying to work out some certain problems in their lives.
Oh, so then they have problems, right?
Look, Hal, if you'd like to get to know Sam and Mick a little better, I'm having this little birthday dinner party tomorrow night, and they'll both be there. You want to come?
Okay, Tina, you're on. Hey, look who's here, Mr. Byline. How's it going?
What are you doing here, Hal?
Well, I'm getting a story and checking out the management.
How you doing, Tina?
I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
Check me out when I finish with that.
You know, I'd give anything to see him in a good mood.
Well, I gotta tell you, if the Buchanan family had clouded up and rained all over me like they did him, I wouldn't be in too good of a mood either.
Look who just came in.
Uh-oh, maybe I better get Richard out of here. Hey, Mr. Buchanan, how's it going?
Yeah, good morning. How are you doing? Well, what have we here? 20 get you 100, that's one of the Buchanans you're beating up on there, Richard, but you gotta tell me. Which one? Is that me or is that my pa?
There's some sleeping pills missing.
Are you sure?
Yeah, look, someone left the cap off the bottle.
Is there anything else missing?
I can't tell. I don't think so.
Larry, I wish I could tell you I'm wrong about locking this cabinet last night, but I'm sure I
No,
did.
Anna, come on. I know you would have locked this up before you left.
So how do you explain this?
I don't know. You're right. Faith, she's already a half hour late.
Well, you don't think anything's happened to her. Were you with her last night?
Yeah, I was. And I got to tell you something, Anna. I saw a side of Faith that I'd never seen before. Now, I was mad. I was disappointed. And frankly, I'm not too surprised that she hasn't shown up this morning.
Oh. Look, she keeps a key to that cabinet in the desk. If she was upset when she left last night, it's not there. Maybe she came back here, she went to the cabinet, she took some sleeping pills, and she went back to Ina's with them. Possible?
It's easy to check out.
Well, now, Mr. Dupree, I have all the tiger's milk I need. I don't know what your experience has been, but it just hasn't caught on with our clientele. No, I'm not expecting a rush of baby tigers in the near future. Yes, Mr. Dupree, you will hear from me. Goodbye. Honestly, that man, he is such a hustler. What are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be at your real estate class?
Yeah, I decided not to go.
Yeah, why not?
Well, I mean, it's not going to hurt me to miss one class, is it?
No, it isn't. It just doesn't seem very much like you.
Yeah, hello.
Hello, Karen. It's Larry.
Larry, how are you?
Fine. I'm at the clinic. Faith hasn't shown up yet, and, well, I'd like to talk to her if she's still there.
Larry, I haven't seen her this morning. Just a second. Have either of you seen Faith this morning? No, Mrs. Hopkins and Katrina say they haven't seen her.
Karen, wait a minute. I'll go up and take a look.
Just a second, Larry. Mrs. Hopkins is going to go upstairs and look in her room. Why don't you call her back?
Thank you, Karen. I'd appreciate it.
You bet. Bye-bye. Well, at least we know where Faith didn't go.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, I mean, Larry sounded the same as ever.
Why shouldn't it?
Well, I mean, if she went over there, I mean, if she said something monstrous about me, I mean, if she made a play for him.
I see.
Wonder where she did go.
Who cares where she went?
Karen! Karen!
What is it? What is it?
I think something is terribly wrong.
Come on, let's go.
One Life to Live will continue in a moment.
Come on, Richard, now, is that me or is that Ace?
Neither.
Well, I've been wrong before. If you don't believe it, you can ask my pa.
This bag represents Caldwell, Erskine, and Crockett.
Ah, yes, our attorneys. Yeah, you know, them old boys, they're just doing their job.
Yeah.
You know, you got a pretty good left jab there. You done any prize fighting before?
College.
I thought so. Hey, look, I got a great idea.
How much is it going to cost me this time?
Oh, no. What do you say we have a real good old-fashioned Western way of solving our problems?
What?
A boxing match. Yeah, you and me, that'd be great.
You got to be kidding.
No, hey, listen, boxing matches, they'd solve a lot worse problems than what we got, Richard.
I don't believe in violence.
Well, a fair fight, that really isn't violence. But you suit yourself. You change your mind knowing that idea starts to appeal with you. You let me know, okay?
All right, Mr. Wheeler. Everything seems to be all right. I'll see you next Monday, all right?
Okay, thanks, Doctor. Same time?
Same time, same place. You have a good weekend now.
Thanks.
Bye-bye. Any calls?
Nope. Sorry, maybe Faith. Landview Free Clinic.
Anna, this is Ina Hopkins. May I speak to Larry, please?
Yes, of course. Ina Hopkins.
Yes, Mrs. Hopkins.
Larry, I'm very worried about Faith. She didn't sleep in her bed last night.
Are things still in her room?
Yeah, that's it. Nothing's been touched. It isn't like her at all.
Well, Mrs. Hopkins, isn't it possible she got up early and then left the house this morning?
No, See, I was up at 5 o'clock. Nobody could have gone in and out. I would have heard them. I would have seen them. I don't have any idea where she could be. I mean, I don't think she has any friends that she could have, stayed with. Unless she went back to her husband and stayed there.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Hopkins. I'll keep looking for her, and I'll get back to you when I find out something. She didn't spend the night at Ina's. Her bed wasn't slept in.
Oh, Larry, now I am getting worried.
You know what, Anna? We better count those sleeping pills. Why don't you start counting them? I'll get the inventory.
You sure you don't want to call Ivan Kipling first?
Well, let's settle the pill question first.
Okay.
I don't like this. No, I don't like this at all. If there is one thing Faith is, and that's predictable.
Well, she's going to turn up, She always turns up.
Yeah, but if Larry doesn't know where she is, nobody else does. Oh, my dear, I'm sorry. It's a stupid thing to say.
No, that's okay. I think maybe I agree with you.
Come in, Claudette.
A little early in the day, isn't it?
You're not here for the usual reason.
What happened? Run out of nightgowns? You haven't brought me to the usual place, either. What happened to that dump on the other side of town?
I still have that place. The reason I called you here is because, well, there's someone I want to help out.
Someone you want to help out, or you want me to?
This has nothing to do with that.
Oh, I know I'm supposed to ask what it does have to do with, but I think I'm afraid to.
Here's $500. All you have to do is make a telephone call and then leave town for a while.
What's the catch?
There is no catch.
No strings attached?
None.
Who am I calling?
Did you know Karen Woloch when she was working the streets?
Yeah, I knew her. She the one I'm supposed to call?
How well did you know her?
I worked with her a couple of times.
Then you know her well enough for what I want.
How many pills are left?
12.
Oh, boy.
How many are there supposed to be?
30.
18 missing?
I knew she was upset, but I never...
Oh, Larry, come on. You don't think Faith would do anything to harm herself? Honey, I think it's time you get on the phone and call Ivan Kipling.
Right.
I don't get it. I mean, I've heard of easy money, but this is too easy.
Are you going to make the call, or should I get somebody else?
Oh, I'll make it. Tell you the truth, I was never really crazy about her anyway. Karen was never for real. I mean, she had that big-time doctor husband.
Hello?
Hello, Ivan. It's Larry Woloch.
Yes, what can I do for you?
Is Faith there with you?
Faith? No, why?
Well, she hasn't shown up at the clinic, and I checked with the boarding house. Thought she might have overslept. But apparently she didn't spend the night there either. I was hoping you might know where she was.
No, I'm afraid I don't. You sound worried. Why?
Ivan, there are some sleeping pills missing from the medical supply chest.
Oh, God.
Now, Faith had a key to the locker. It may just be coincidence.
It better be. If anything has happened to Faith, you are directly responsible.
I'm just as concerned about her as you are.
It's a little late for concern. You're the one who led her on, deluded her into believing all this rubbish about independence. You allowed her to fall in love with you.
All right, now, hold on. Just take it easy. I'll call the police.
You remember what I said. If anything happens to Faith, I just... Hello?
Hey, take it easy. You're getting yourself too worked up about this. You're trembling.
I'll get her. She's as much to blame as he is. But I'll get her.
I hope I haven't kept you waiting.
Oh, no, I've only been here a couple minutes.
Thank you.
How'd the show go today?
Oh, it couldn't have been better. In fact, I think a miracle took place today.
What kind of miracle?
Well, believe it or not, overnight, Dorian Lord was transformed. Everything that she hated yesterday, she loved today, including the fundraising campaign for the free clinic.
You're kidding me. How about that?
I can't imagine who or what caused the change.
Well, I wish I could take credit for it, but I'm sorry I can't. And I know Paul, he hasn't talked to her in about 2-3 days, so it can't be him.
Yeah, well, you know something? I'm just going to be quiet, keep my fingers crossed, and hope it lasts.
Oh, listen, by the way, I got a check here for you. I'd like to give that to the free clinic.
You know something? Your family's very strange.
How?
Well, I mean, they're the whole reason that we're doing this, because they stopped the endowment.
You know something? When you talk about the Buchanans now, you talk like we're some kind of a creature, you know? We got 4 arms, 4 legs, and 1 head. But that is not true now. As you can see, I got my own hands, my own legs, and my own head. Now, that's for $5 grand. Is that okay?
Yeah, just fine. Thank you. Oh, and there'll be no publicity, unless you want it.
Well, shoot, no, I don't give 2 hoots about publicity. Now, I'm not all that calculating, Pat. I think as you get to know me a little better, you're going to find I'm a very reasonable man.
Oh, yeah, is that so?
Mm-hmm. What other kind of man but a reasonable man would be wanting you to help him keep Richard Abbott from killing himself?
You really are sincere about that, aren't you?
Yes, ma'am. Very sincere.
Richard.
Hello, Pat.
Howdy, Richard.
Mr. Buchanan, I've decided that your suggestion makes a lot of sense. I agree with you. I think we should settle our differences in a boxing ring, at your convenience. Just give me a call.
Ed, come on in. Have you found anything?
No, nothing, Helena. We checked the hospitals, even the morgue. Nothing.
Oh, do you think she could have left town?
Well, we're working on that now, and we're going to need a picture of her to pass out at the airport's bus station.
Well, maybe she left town with her car.
No. We already checked on that. Her car's still in the back of Ina's.
Did you talk to Ivan yet?
Yeah, he doesn't have any ideas.
What kind of shape is he in?
Well, he's emotional.
Yeah, he blames me, Ed.
Yeah, well, maybe nobody should be blamed until we find out what happened. You see Faith last night?
Yeah.
By what time?
About 8:30?
Was she upset?
Yeah, so was I.
You want to tell me about that, Larry?
Yeah, I better. You have a seat.
Anna?
No, Ed, go ahead.
You see, Ed, Faith made some accusations about Karen. It made me kind of angry.
What were the accusations?
Well, that Karen was trying to turn everyone at Ina's against Faith. And now I know what kind of person Karen is. I didn't believe that. I told Faith that. And then she told me, well, she implied that Karen and Mario Corelli were having, you know, an affair. And I got really upset at that, and I walked out. On the way out of the house, I ran into Mario. I took him over to the hospital. We had a nice little chat.
Mm-hmm. You raised the question with him?
Yeah, he made me realize just how ridiculous it was, but yet I see how desperate Faith is now, what kind of game she's playing.
Mm-hmm. Do you think anybody saw Faith leaving Ina's last night?
I have no idea.
Yeah. Well, she's got a key to this place. She has a key to the medicine cabinet, huh?
Yeah.
You got a picture of her there?
No.
Maybe there's one in her room at Ina's. Well, I'll pick that up. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Listen, thank you.
Thank you, Anna.
Hey, are you all right?
I
was talking about her, Karen Wallach.
I think this deal's so important that maybe we just better renegotiate it. I mean, if I were to say no and walk out right now, well, for once I got the trump cards, haven't I?
The game's not over. It's just beginning.
On All My Children, Link's giving a party to catch a killer.
Well, there is one more guest to complete the party. Myrtle?
Myrtle?
And everyone's a suspect.
I would like to propose a little toast to Kelly Cole. She's in the state prison for a crime that she didn't commit. Somebody else is guilty.
Who is it? Find out on All My Children, weekdays.
Now, you're a regular here in this place?
Yes, I work pretty steadily here.
Okay. Great, thanks a lot.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
What are you doing here? I mean, I thought you didn't have any more questions.
Oh, well, okay, I lied. Well, listen, with you, Sam, I could ask 100 more questions, and I figure 5 an hour ought to give you plenty of time for answers, so means you owe me about 20 hours.
Hey, I wish I had the time to answer them, but I have a club
Well,
to
that's
run,
okay.
so-
We can talk again tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
We can. Tina's birthday party. She invited me.
Oh, how nice.
Well, I hope you're looking forward to it as much as I am, Sam.
Hi, Becky. How are you?
Oh, Becky,
how
could you excuse me a second?
Sure. Wow.
He's about as subtle as a rock, isn't he?
What?
Jimmy Olsen, our hotshot cub reporter over
Oh,
there.
him.
Yeah, him, the guy who's been falling all over you all day long.
He hasn't been falling all over.
Hasn't he? What would you call it?
Are you jealous?
Maybe a little bit, yeah.
I know how to put a stop to that.
Oh, you do?
Yes, I'll just go on over there and tell him that I'm still hooked on this dumb jock who insists on speed skating for the rest of his life.
Okay.
And I'll tell him that I'm so hooked that I myself have decided to take up skating, too.
You're not serious.
Can't beat him, join him.
Well, that's great. It's about time. Mwah! I'll have you skating like a pro in no time.
No, no, no. I don't want you for a teacher. I want Tina's teacher. He's a lot cuter than you are.
Best news I've heard all day. Hey, Ben.
Honey, Hal just told me that you've been here and you already left. What are you doing back?
I'm in training.
Training for what?
Bo Buchanan found a way for us to settle the differences between his family and me.
Oh, my Lord, honey, that's wonderful. Richard, how?
Bo and I are going to fight it out in the ring.
What? Richard?
So you and Faith had a fight,
That's right.
and you didn't see her after that, huh?
Right.
Well, she didn't go to Larry. She didn't go to her husband. Is Faith's room unlocked? I want to get a picture out of it.
Yeah, of course it is. Go right on up.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sounds terrible, but I just hope she didn't try to kill herself.
You don't feel guilty about this.
Karen, how can you even think such a thing? Really?
Well, well, then what happened to her?
I don't know. But I'm sure that Ed is going to find out as soon as he can. We have to get to the restaurant, so come on.
I know. Oh, you're going to be okay.
Yeah, I'm always okay.
Call us and let us know if anything happens, all right?
Oh, yeah. If I get any bad news, send over the carrot juice.
Goodbye.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Oh, what? Hello.
I'd like to speak to Karen Wallach, please.
This is she.
Oh, Karen, I'm so glad I found you.
Who is this?
Claudette Rio. Remember me?
Yeah. Yeah, I remember you. Why are you calling me?
Karen, listen to me. I'm desperate. I need help bad. I'm calling you because I know how you helped Kat. I'm in terrible trouble, Karen. You're the only hope I've got.